What is up, my people? Welcome back to the channel for another album review. I'm your boy Nassim the Dream. If you are new to the channel, just go right on ahead and hit that subscribe button, and do not forget to hit the bell as well to always keep notified on my newest content. Without further ado, let's get started on my review for the 5th studio record from Idol's Tangk. Back in 2020 is when I first discovered the band back with their 3rd promotion for their record Ultramano. Indeed, was very impressed with the record, so then I was motivated to make it a priority to check out their bio and their past projects. This band was an instant hit on my scale and quickly became one of my most listened to and recommended punk bands at the time. I was especially sure of my feelings after their 4th record release, Crawler, as this record felt like, to me, one of the most inspiring crafts of punk music that had such a bold reach of ideas that was immensely displayed of mental health struggles like anxiety and trauma. And at this point, I was expecting the band to naturally become ambitious to explore new ideas that portray this concept. Though frontman Joe Talbot has stated numerous amount of times, the themes all across all of their discography has mostly revolved about the topic of love, whom has also accompanied this thought of authority and other ideas of foul treatment received from powers. And the notion of love does seem to sync more strongly with these newer visions and warm melodics, with Joe stepping up in his role as a singer, thus bringing in 2 special producers to help make this album come to life and help it mold to the sound that it needed to encompass, bringing on Kenny Beats and big-time Radiohead sound engineer Nigel Godrich. This was definitely an interesting shift as this band started to bring in these 2 variables of noise and soft rock that were found to be very delightful and definitely a nice change of pace. It just gave me a twisted feeling sonically, at least initially with the record. I was mostly popping off of things with this dreary melodramatic intro, then bringing on into a punk rock rager that's Gift Horse, but then starts to exceed into this uncertain voyage of serenity displayed with beautiful blends of symphonic instrumentals and noise elements. A major highlight that really showcases Joe's singing talents on here goes to Gospel, as he enters in with these gorgeous piano chords and haunting string backgrounds that provide a theatrical experience. And I really adore how the band progressively expands with these thoughts into their music and finds ways to create new experiences and present new challenges for themselves, because it really does sound like Joe is unlocking this special magic potential that he always had inside him. And it also sounded like Nigel Godrich really helped bring out this animal, bring it in more into the limelight that has Joe more vulnerable when he shows his singing skills. And I was ecstatic after the release of the single Dancer, not just because it's a new Idol song, but because it also had this major addition collaboration with LCD Sound System, whom is widely praised for his role into indie rock and electronic music. And as I currently do feel that this track is still the most infectious song on this list, as I was very impressed with it with my initial listen. I also do have to note, getting into the 8th track, it did feel like a vivid hiccup that admittedly disrupted my enjoyment for the moment. And that's not to label the specific track as a poor track, it's actually not that at all. But the pacing, with the anxiety and its tension that it was building up, it was immediately lost after getting here, which is arguably the biggest problem with this record, as it kind of seems like ideas were just not aligning with each other and staying centered. It feels nice when the moments stream smoothly, but then once you get this rocky, shaking sensation, it just kind of throws off the entire vibe. But fortunately, the record does manage to stick the landing as an overall well-received record, as I really do feel like overall this was an enjoyable experience. And I was especially hit with a sense of excitement when seeing Joe get even more comfortable with his range of his skills and becoming even more and more willing to make more risks. With that said, I'm gonna give the newest Idols record, Tangk, a 73%. Guys, as always, thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed, go on and like, share, and comment down below of what you thought of this album. Do not forget to check out the description for all my separate tracklist ratings for the album, more videos, and also the links to my social media accounts so you can keep with me on the daily. I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Deuces.